Hey, what's up, Liron here. In today's video, we're gonna review this final painting, one of my best probably so far. I have demoed some parts of the painting process in last week's live stream. I want us to remove the tape together, do all the fun stuff, and kind of observe it up close. So let's get to it. So here is our final result. I'm actually filming this in 4K, so hopefully you'll be able to see all the details a little better if I zoom in manually. Just to give you a quick kind of overview of the painting and the final result, as you have not seen this in the live stream, this is new, and then we'll remove the tape, of course. One of the things that was really important for me was achieving the right balance as an overall piece, which means you have to have a lot of different variables in mind. One of them is the temperature, right? So you have some cool areas that are stabilized by some warm areas. You have a lot of edges, soft edges, sharp edges, that's another thing, details, lack of details, and focal point. And to make the focal point very clear, to me it's this area for sure, that's the focal point. These gas cans and then this sign on top of that, kind of a foldable thing, or you can rotate that. The rest is kind of supporting that, so a lot of the shadows here are ambiguous on purpose, but a lot of the details here are, I really try to bring them out. And let me show you once again a little up close. You see here, and all of the reds, the different touches here. It was really important for me to bring out that feeling of like, this is a water puddle, it's dirty. It's the ground, it's the side of a building. And yeah, just really cool. So let us, without further ado, remove the tape. Let me make sure I'm removing, so this should go out first. Let me do this in a nice way. This should go out first, and then we can get rid of this specific one. So let me try not to obstruct it completely, just to show you the end result and what it's like being revealed. And with these kinds of paintings, it really does make a difference removing the tape, because everything is packed. And by the way, you see a lot of the tape was kind of lifted back up due to me using a hairdryer, or just, the nights in between stages, because I really took my time with this one and really painted slowly. Took a lot of breaks. I find that that's important. I wanted to try something different, as I mentioned, with the glazes. I'm going to show you that too in just a second. But yeah, here it is. I feel like this is a pivotal work for me, because I really applied a lot of the things I practiced, and I've had a bit of a rough patch in the last couple of weeks with watercolor, so this was a nice kind of moving away from that. There we go. Here it is. And it's full glory. Hopefully really seeing it like that gives you a better either understanding, let's get rid of that, either understanding of the scene or just appreciation for it. So yeah, one of the big things I did want to try out was the entire idea of layers and glazing. Instead of working, alla prima and getting that wash to be as dark as soon as possible, I actually really carefully worked on this. I'm hopefully running a few of the stages here just to show you. The first wash was very pale. Believe it or not, this is actually the first wash. This isn't paper white. This here, it's not paper white. This here was just the first wash. Even this highlights on the back. This was not the first wash. This was not the paper white. It's the first wash, and then on top of that, slow glazes, more and more and more, until it really built up very nicely. The advantage is that the paint almost always flows when you are working thin glazes, so you don't have to battle against time as much as if you would have painted it more alla prima approach. The disadvantage, sometimes you can overwork things, and I just think that it's good to be able to paint fast, and I enjoy personally painting fast. I just felt like it wasn't delivering the results I wanted for a while, so I wanted to try that other thing. I still haven't signed it, by the way. I will soon sign it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I dropped a few details, like there was a writing here that I just kind of got rid of. Wasn't that important for me. Here's the palette just to show you. After I cleaned it a bit, because I needed that strong blue for these knobs here that you rotate to turn on and off. This is for cooking, for stovetop, by the way, a few people have asked. And yeah, this is it. I hope you enjoyed seeing this kind of final result. Let's give a few kind of wrap-up words. I do want to conclude this. So just as a quick summary, I do feel like this was an important piece for me to work on breaking my own patterns. Whether I decide to continue painting like this or not, probably most of my pieces will go back to being more faster, more alla prima, but I do feel like this helped me develop a better appreciation for glazes and for the ability to first paint the local color. So if you know the wall has a bit of a warm tint to it, then you get that warm wash, and only then on top of that you glaze the shadows color, right, which is something a lot of people struggle with. What's the color of the shadow? I like to sometimes go for it directly, but yes, in this case glazing did help in getting the nuances. For example, this is a white warm kind of local color, and then on top of that I put in the slightly brownish hues, and then on top of that the blues for the more shadowy area, you know. So hopefully that kind of a process is beneficial, just in a different way, right? Now if you do want to see the process, you can see quite a significant chunk of it, of me going over the water, the side here, getting a lot of work done in last week's live stream. So in case you missed it, it's honestly one of the best, I think, processes in terms of skills and kind of my control of the paint and even the explanation that you can find out there, because it's a really a piece I devoted a lot of attention to and focus to. So you get to see maybe about 10% of the process there on the live stream. So definitely check that out. Check out the Instagram for stages and all of that. I will post a better kind of scanned, maybe final version of this. But I really do appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for sticking around. There will be a tutorial, and also the live stream. We'll do more paintings, actual showing you the process. If you want to learn how to paint like me, let go, enjoy the process. Paint loosely, looser than this. Be sure to check out the frustration-free watercolor course. The link is always in the description box below. I want to thank you once again. Like this video, leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and subscribe if you still aren't. Come on. And I hope to see you again in the next video real soon.